Yeah, I didn't know it. So
I think it's Larry and Charlie.
but it's up to.
Okay, so there
I'm
is
kind of an old person, so maybe I understand some of it. I don't know.
kind of.
But we need young people to be in there. So.
Okay, no more committee?
Are you endorsing Charlie?
Well, I'll endorse her.
Yes.
Maybe I could be a second to
No.
Larry.
How many people do you need on it?
Just one. Just one
Just
council.
one
One
council.
official liaison, any other council members can go if they
Yeah.
want.
Okay.
It's a separate member commission.
I think the mayor was trying to get more attention.
Who?
Right there, like this guy.
Yeah.
He told me to look at my cell phone.
Oh.
Is this a secret code you guys?
Is this a
are doing?
secret code? Wait.
Okay,
Thing during meeting.
I'll take it both into consideration, let them know, okay? So let's go on to the city attorney's report.
I have no report tonight.
And no keeping us after class or anything like that?
I'm not keeping you after class tonight.
All right.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to the department head reports. Sam, anything? All that great work you're doing out there, can you tell us anything?
Oh, we finished up the 88s here at Park Place, 88 over there by schools. So paving has been done on Arrowhead. Looking at doing some paving in the 800 block of East 3rd.
Okay,
With both sides of those and looking at some story code. And then thing to me, Richard Price talking about. It was very thin coat, but on 400, 500 block of East 3rd, 300 block of East 2nd, where you see the pavement separating between the two, really thin.
wow.
It's sort of very well fitted that on the story coat.
And Sam, we've got the county is coming to do Fraser.
Yes.
We're hearing right now the beginning of next month.
Yeah, they're gonna start it on the 8th.
Cool.
Start grinding that out, and they said you have it done in 2 weeks.
Good deal. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for all your hard work, too. How's the water department doing?
Achy.
It's wet?
Yes, going very well. Actually, I do have
Okay.
something to say. I'm proud to say that we are moving forward with the water plant here for 2024. We now have remote access to be able to fix problems much more efficiently and quicker to better all the citizens.
Good deal. Tony?
Yeah, we've been having some lately we had a problem with a lot of rain coming in places like our main street over there. I know Sam and them are doing a great job doing that, but to me there's something missing in there, because you know, when we do something, it's always, we never have to worry about redoing it again. I like to get that. We like to get that straightened out. A lot of people want me to bring that up to me, to you. With that. I understand we had a lot of problems with the rain.
Tony, we're not sure where you're talking.
Oh, Tony, could you explain where?
Down on Johnson and down to our streets and everything. You know where
Middle
they
Mesa.
come in
Okay.
with the road base.
Oh, okay.
And I know it's been a problem there for years and years, but about 5 or 6 years, we never had that much of a problem like that before. Maybe there's something we're missing in there. I don't know, maybe...
Well, a big part of it is we were in a drought, and now this year...
Yeah, no,
that's
I
what's
understand that. But
Sam, is there something we're doing different on those?
that's what they was asking me. They were missing something. There's one piece in there missing in there. But I could see it, but how are you going to explain it? You know, you're putting the right the material in there, but we're missing something else in there. But I can't... Maybe we're missing some clay or something in there.
Oh,
Or maybe
Little dirt.
pavement or something like that?
There's a little dirt in there.
Not missing to that.
Well, you know, it's not the asphalt. We're not asking for the
Yeah.
asphalt
It
right
just,
now.
are you saying the road base isn't
It's
solid
all
when it
sandy
gets?
coming down.
Oh,
It's powdery.
Okay, well, that was-
Here I am trying to climb, trying to pull my stuff up the hill, drag myself, trying to be able to walk better, but I can handle it myself.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these people are coming down on me on that, so I don't know which way to go.
Sam, is there a different kind of gravel or something that we're getting now, or is it just a matter of more water?
It's always been the sandy material up in there. Everything coming off,
Well, yeah, I understand that.
coming down. the
Yeah.
sides.
But
It's
it's-
always the sandy material.
But is there a way we could maybe throw
just a
some
bigger
mud in there?
Now,
Dirt
is
on
it
the side.
plant here, right,
Huh?
for calcium chloride?
Uh-huh. That's what I was thinking, maybe we could do that on there.
Maybe we would do something like that.
Yeah.
Put ditches, cut the culverts,
I think
ditches
it's calcium
small.
chloride. is what-
Calcium, you know, to help it, you know.
Yeah. Paul?
Sam, you have two roads on top of that hill that basically empty into the main road coming down.
Yes.
So that's probably more than likely, you fix one road and the other one generally washes everything
Washes
out
everything
and down.
Yeah.
You fix the other one, then the other one comes rushing down. So you got a dual problem up there, right?
Yes.
We're just trying to save the city money. That's all we're trying to do.
I understand.
Yeah.
I can investigate it, sure. See the proper thing to do there with your like gopher and multa.
Yeah.
Jump through around.
Right.
Back down there and washes a lot of sand back into it.
I know your crew's been doing a good job trying to get it done good and everything. I understand that. There's nothing we could do.
I can investigate.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Wait,
I had a long report, but I've been up here all night, so I only have a couple things.
so is it a short report?
Yeah, Asylum Road access permit has been received from CDOT, so Mike and I are gonna work with the county and figure out how to get this road paid for now. So that's been received from CDOT. The Preservation Commission met, just a couple of us, and set another time for September 16th at 6 o'clock. So whoever's appointed, I'll let you know. I gave them an orientation, some of the new board members, of what the Preservation Commission can do. And then I think we went over some applications that we would use, and so I think I'm ready to send one to the senior center so they can start applying for being a local landmark. So we're finally there. The Catherine Corral from Downtown Colorado Inc. with the assessment team will be here tomorrow morning at 9:30 at the Rialto and meet with merchants to talk about following up on the Main Street assessment, as well as the Find It in Florence idea that we just talked about, so that's perfect timing. And then they're going to meet with the Rialto board to talk about some strategies for fundraise and organization, as well as partnering with some other small town theaters that are a little bit ahead of us on the process. And then the last thing is that we had a tree committee meeting. I'll do the update for the mayor and you can chime in on what you thought. And we had the state forester, John Grieve, come and talked about all sorts of issues with tree maintenance and safety, and I thought it was a pretty productive meeting, and I think three things kind of came up with that we'd look at, maybe doing an inventory of our trees and the health and which ones need to be trimmed or taken down, as well as kind of looking at immediately, could we find any money or some teaming up with Colorado State University to maybe get an intern or something like that, looking at getting a bucket truck as well from DRMO and do something immediately to start trimming and taking down trees that are unsafe, and then also looking at some grant opportunities with the Colorado Tree, I forgot the CTC, and looking at a couple different ways to get funding. So I thought it was a really good meeting. There's a lot of different people there, and the Colorado State Forester has already given me kind of a detailed proposal of what it would cost to do an inventory, as well as some other different sources for even just small grants to deal with tree safety. And he even said to talk to Black Hills, and I've already reached out to my colleague over there to see if they had any kind of small program to help either plant trees or help take down some unsafe trees.
We have a lot of
Yeah. Anything else, Mr. Mayor, that you wanted to?
What time is the Main Street assessment?
9:30? Yeah.
Okay, any questions for Wade?
Wade, when we replace some of these trees, do they have to be planted at the same spot or no?
No, I think that'd be part of the, leaning on the state foresters, figure out if they have to be in the same spots.
That's why I was wondering.
And this assessment would just look at like city-owned trees, so we wouldn't come into private property. It'd just be in the, I call it the tree lawn, the area between the sidewalk and the street.
Okay, thank you, Wade. Miss Mary?
I have the July financials completed, which now means I can start getting ready to do a budget for next year. And I'll be working on that, I'll be inputting that and annualizing that for the year. And then you have a sales tax report as well, which it's a little above last year, which was very good, so we are a little bit above that. And I was hoping to have kind of some numbers for what the 4th of July brought in, but I was still getting in expenses as of today for 4th of July on credit cards, etc. So I will have a report in your packet for the next time of what all the entry fees and the expenses that came for the 4th of July. So.
Okay. Any questions for Mary? Okay, we're going to move on. City manager's report.
Okay, just want to talk a little bit more about what we learned today about the NRCS. From NRCS, we did learn from them that we are receiving a $600,000 grant to help us with the Dry Creek Dam, and that was very good news. So we will have to come up with $90,000 in match. We have $70,000 that has been put away in the budget, so we will have to find another $20,000 in next year's budget. But we won't have to pay that till next year, but that is something that we will have to include in the budget. How did they come up with $600,000?
You've got turned in from another entity.
Yeah, somebody else didn't use it, and we have been working pretty closely with their staff trying to get this done, because as you'll recall, we had budgeted some money for this, but it appeared that it was going to be a significantly bigger project than we had the money available for, and now some money has gotten turned back in, and it's looking very good for us. So we will be able to take that, particularly with all the rain that we've had this year. Suddenly that Dry Creek Dam seems like a lot more important than it did in the last few years. But we had never dropped it. We just didn't have the ability to fund it. This helps quite a bit.
Good deal.
Hey, George, if you can, to have a vote to apply, to proceed with that.
So we do need to
They
do
need
that.
a council, at least.
He didn't say it had to have it, yeah, it'd be nice to have something.
Moving forward with Dry Creek Phase 2.
Then before I move on to the rest of my report, which will be brief after that, could we ask council to
Approve it.
give us a consensus? Brian, how do we need that? What form do we need that in? They're telling us they need us to say yes right away because this other money has been turned down
Yes to what?
to accepting the grant from them.
To accepting the grant and putting forth $90,000 in matching funds, but that will come next year.
And
But we'll
you've
have
got
to do it.
70 budgeted, and you'll just need to budget 20 on the next
Right, yeah, we'll keep the
cycle.
70, we'll carry the 70 forward and budget another 20 in next year's budget.
For
Well, I think-
600,000.
I think just a motion to approve the grant process would be enough. Was that going
Yeah,
to satisfy them?
Eventually,
Could you hear that?
we'll have to do a resolution
Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
As
for the
stated.
grant.
As stated.
As stated.
We'll make up the rest of it.
Second. As stated.
Does everybody know what we're voting on?
Yep.
All right, spend more money.
Getting one, really.
Yeah, but spending it to get it.
That's
Okay.
if NRCS works it through and we have an opportunity to take it. Villagrana. Baker.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Anninger. Mayor Ord.
Aye.
Okay, then the last part of my report, just following up on Mary's a little bit. Right now, through this point in the year, expenses are down. We're at, through 58% of the year, expenses are at 53.1%. Revenues are at 59.5, but that's a little skewed because property taxes, if you break it up 12 months, it's 167,000 ahead right now in terms of we've brought in that much more property tax than how far we are in the year. And we're 189,000 ahead for the year. So we're really about 22,000 ahead as it sits right now, which is tight, which is why we have to continue to keep our expenditures down. And if it wasn't for the expenditures being down, we would be in a more difficult position. So we're making sure that expenditures stay down, and that's keeping us doing okay. We've got a lot of revenues in the police department that are just starting to come in, so I should have stopped just closing.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right.
I'll make a motion for pay the bills.
Now we need to do the bills.
I'll make a motion that we pay the bills.
Second that.
Is there further discussion before we move on about the bills? All right, we have a first and second roll call, please.
Baker,
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Manager,
Oh, it's the $15 payment for web hosting. Abstain.
abstain. Okay. Villagrana. Four.
Aye.
4 ayes and 1 abstain.
Okay, it's 8:06.
Abstain.
This meeting's adjourned.